Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about a class that was in first grade in a public high school of Ecuador. The topic was Unit 1, Lesson 2, Great People Inspiring Teens. The objectives: identify and follow instructions for speaking, to identify the ways to express future desires, necessity, and decisions. For reading, to value ways to express future desires, necessity, and decisions. And for writing, to apply ways to express future desires, necessity, and decision. The methodology was communicative approach, and the strategies was repetition drill, questions, answer drills, and use of an audio. For anticipatory set, I asked students to write on the blackboard names of famous people and explain why these people are famous. Then I discuss and review the structures to express future desires, necessity, and decisions. Then I ask students to complete activity 1 of the book. Then I start to explain the grammar of the class using the blackboard. This was important because students have the opportunity to write the grammar and to understand the structure. Then I use the worksheet and I explain with examples the structure. I did this activity because the supplementary materials help students to apply the knowledge that I explained during the class. Besides, the students have the opportunity to share ideas with classmates, and maybe if they have some questions about the topic or about the structure, they can talk with me and ask some questions. Then I organize students to work in pairs to develop the next examples of the worksheet. And then I ask to students that complete the activity 2, 3, and 4 of the book. This was very important because the activity of the book have some interesting ideas, and the students can reflect on grammar, apply some desires about the topic, and can share ideas with the classmate. With the guide practice, I explain the worksheet in order that students use the grammar. I think that with the lesson plan, we can have a tool that can develop the class with more efficient and and with more activities that we can plan in the house, or maybe we can develop some supplementary materials using some maybe technology like PowerPoint or maybe audio, because for example with the text that have in public education, they have some audios, and with this we can develop some activities and the skill of listening. It's important to develop the four skills during the class. For example, for listening, the audios or maybe some song. For example, in the class, I use the Realia for closing review and follow up, and I point different objects of the class, and I ask students to say a sentence using future. So students have to organize the ideas and think quickly about the topic, about the structure of the grammar that they learn during the class. And it was interesting because the use of Realia is a simple technique, and the students have the objects that may be used in the life. For example, in the classroom, there are clocks or some pictures or pencil, eraser, and other things that can help students to understand in a better way the structure of future. This technique I use with the students at the end of the class, in order that the students have the opportunity to apply the structure that they learn during the class, and maybe they can talk with other students or listening the other students, and I have the opportunity if they talk with me about a sentence, I can say if they apply in a good way the structure of the sentence, and I can develop some skills in students about listening and speaking. For that reason, I recommend to use Realia during the class. Thank you.